If you're an EU citizen or an EEA national or a third country national but with a permanent residence, I will show you in this video how to update your address card. Hi, this is Renato. Welcome to my channel. I am an expat consultant based in Budapest. Book a call with me for personalized guidance. This video is only for general guidance, and this video is for foreigners, expats living in Hungary who have or possess a Lakcímkártya. Lakcímkártya is an address card, and it looks like this. If you have a PDF with a QR code and you receive this from the immigration office and it has your address in that PDF, then this video is not for you. I have another video for that. So first of all, this card is a must for most procedures, official procedures here in Hungary. You would always need to carry it together with your passport or together with your national ID and also with your residence permit. Second, the first time you get the address card, it will be as a result of your residence permit. So this video it's only for those who need to update the address card. You know, you're moving to another place, to another apartment, to another house, you're buying a house, and you need to change your address in your address card. Where do you need to update your address card? Very simple. You need to go to a place, a government office called Kormány Ablak. You paste that, I will leave that in the description. You paste this name in the Google Maps and it will show you which is the closest to you. You will need to go to the one that is on your district or in your city. What are the requirements? So the first thing you will need is a form, and I will tell you later on in this video how to fill that form. But it will need to be signed by the property owner, by the owner of the property. Now, if the owner of the property is a company, or if the agency who rented this apartment or this house for you has a power of attorney, or for example, if there are many owners, and most importantly, if the owners of the property, they have different ranks of ownership in the property deed, then this is, those are another stories. I will show you in this video the standard case, so one owner or two owners maximum. You will also need your lease agreement, your passport, your residence permit, and also your national ID. Your passport or your national ID, your residence permit, the lease agreement, and your old address card. What's the process? So first of all, you will need to go to this office and ask for a form. The form is called Lakcímkártya lap. You ask for the form, you take it, it's going to be blank, and you take it with you. You fill it and then take it to the owner. The owner of the property will need to sign. You will also need to sign, by the way. Now, when you have everything signed, then take all the papers with you and go to the same office. In the entrance, you show the form to the person, to the gentleman that is in the entrance or the lady, and they will know what you need. They will give you a number. You wait for your number to be called, and then you go to the counter. In the counter, you provide all the papers to the lady, to the gentleman that is there. And if everything goes well and you have everything properly done, then you will receive the new version of your address card right away, on the spot. Do they speak English? Unfortunately, no, not in all cases. But if you do everything as I said, and your case is a standard case, then there should not be any need for you to speak at all. So when you're done and you receive the new version of your address card, just say "Köszönöm szépen," which means thank you very much. So here is the Lakcímkártya lap, or the form. Whatever I tell you about the right hand side, if you see exactly the same fields on the left hand side, you will also need to fill it. Yeah. So let's start with the options. You have 6 options on the top, and in here you will select this 22nd. The 22nd says Tartos Kodashi Hei Valtos Totasha, which means change of your address. Second thing that you will do is that when it says Családi és Utóneve, you will write there your current last name and first name. In the second field, you will put your name at birth. It says Születési családi neve. So here you will put your family name, your last name at birth. On the right hand side, where it says Születési utóneve, you will put your first name at birth. Where it says on the third line, you will see Születési helye. That's the place, the city where you were born. Születési ideje, to the right hand side, is the date of your birth. And in Hungary, you will always need to put the year first, then the month, and lastly, the day. When it says állampolgársága is your nationality, your citizenship. When it says anya születési családi neve, this is the family name, the last name of your mother at birth. So write it here. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but in Hungary, your mother's name is needed for almost every official procedure. Then where it says anya születési utóneve, that's the first name of your mother at birth. And then we go with the address. Where you see the green rectangle, you see Eddigi Lakcíme. And here where you see, this means that this is your old address. And where you see postai irányító szám, where you see the C squares, the 4 squares, the white 4 squares, that's the postal code or the zip code. Where you see város is city, kerület is district, közterület neve is the street name, and the jellege is út or utca. Here you only need to highlight whether it is an út, which means avenue, or utca, which is street. Where you see HSZ, that's the house number. The next section is your new address, where you see új lakcíme. And let's start with the postal code. Then we go with the city, where it says város. And to the right-hand side, almost at the end, you see kerület, which is district. Now, in közterület neve, in the next field, you will put the name of the street. And in the közterület jellege, you will put whether it is an út, avenue, tér, square, utca, street, köz, very, very small street, or egyéb, which means others. If you go to the ends in the line, to the right-hand side, you see HSZ, that's house number. The next line, épület. In the épület, you will put the name of the building. You know, there are some buildings that has many buildings, or a complex of buildings that has many buildings, like A, B, C, or D. You will put there the building. If there is no many buildings in the complex of buildings where you live, then you leave this in blank. There are some buildings which has many stairs. When you see Lakcímkártya, if you see it on your address, then you need to put it here. If there are no many stairs or different numbers of stairs in your buildings, you leave this in blank. What it says szint is the floor. So ground floor or first floor or fifth floor. When it says ajtó, it's the door, the number of the door. Where it says kitöltés dátuma, it's the date when you are filling this form. You put first the year, you then put the month, and lastly the day. Where it says bejelentő aláírása, this means your signature. Where it says az ügyintéző aláírása, this is the signature of the person in the government building, the government office, in the counter. You need to leave this in blank. The next line says szállás adó neve. This is the name of the property of the owner. The szállás adó minősége, this is the quality of the owner or the type of the property owner. You leave this in blank, and you let the landlord or the property owner put what they need to put here. And lastly, in the same line, it says szállás adó aláírása. This is the signature of the property owner. The last thing you need to fill, it says szállás adó lakcíme. This is the address of the property owner. And you will, what do you need to put here? Yeah, the postal code or the zip code of the address of the property owner. By the way, he or she can put it by themselves. You don't need to put here. The város is city, the kerület is district, the közterület neve is street. The jellege is whether it's an avenue or a street, and the HSZ, that means the house number. And you are done. I have another video for those people who have the PDF with the QR code. Those of you who have this PDF will need to do this process, but online in Enter Hungary. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.